Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue. Or, ce qui s'est passé à Christchurch, ce n'est pas seulement un attentat terroriste abject, c'est la transformation une nouvelle fois de l'Internet en une machine de propagande folle au service de la fracture de nos sociétés, de la guerre de tous contre tous, un objectif recherché par les terroristes d'extrême droite comme par les terroristes islamistes. À vous, Madame la Première ministre, chère Jacinta.
Today is the first day of the next 4 months. The Christchurch Call is a roadmap for action, and it is pleasing to see the statement from 5 major tech companies committing all of them to a set of individual actions and collaborative actions as well. This 9-point commitment will lead, I hope, and which is a first, to further change that, if successful, will help to eradicate terrorism from their platforms.
La propagation des contenus à caractère terroriste. Et dans 3 mois,
The Christchurch Call to Action and Action Plan for Change is a global response to a tragedy that occurred on the shores of my country, but were ultimately felt around the world. It commits us to action to make our communities safer. It commits us to work together and to collaborate and drive results. But fundamentally, it ultimately commits us all to build a more humane internet, which cannot be misused by terrorists for their hateful purposes.
qu'est-ce qui aura changé pour les acteurs numériques et les gens mal intentionnés? Merci.
That level of engagement, that acknowledgement of support for the principles of what we're driving here with this call to action, I think demonstrate that there is a real shared desire to eradicate terrorism and violent extremism online, and that is ultimately shared by the United States.
Alors, peut-être pour
Ultimately, we want to be in a position to prevent harm in the first place, to make sure that lives aren't lost. And that's why, contained within the text, we also talk about the role that governments have to try and eliminate radicalisation and eliminate ideology of hate. And those are much harder questions, but that ultimately, I think, is what the Christchurch test is. Can we stop the broadcasting, but actually can we stop the hate in itself?
New Zealand. This question is for both of you. What message does it...
We know from the announcement made by Facebook today that under that change of practice, the terrorist on the 15th of March would not have been able to live stream his act of violence.
Notre but, c'est en effet, au-delà des contenus terroristes tels que prévus par la directive européenne, de renforcer cela en étant beaucoup plus strict sur le retrait des contenus haineux qui peuvent donc conduire au terrorisme et plus largement à de la violence dans la société. Et donc, les contenus haineux, qu'ils soient, comme je le disais, antisémites, racistes, pouvant conduire au terrorisme, de la même manière que les harcèlements sur Internet, c'est tout cet espace que nous voulons maintenant mieux réguler. Et c'est ce qu'on fera au niveau du droit français, avant que nous ne puissions progresser dans le droit européen et qu'on ait cette coopération internationale. Bon.